In 2002, a girl was awakened in her bedroom by the sound of a male voice, but she pretended to be asleep. The man threatened her sister, Elizabeth and Smart, with a knife. He was calm, speaking softly, and even politely. When Elizabeth kicked the chair and said, "Ouch," the man said, "You better be quiet. I won't hurt you." Elizabeth was then dragged by the kidnapper, Brian David Mitchell, and his wife, Wanda Barzee, through a nearby forest to a camp. There, she was forced to change into a white robe that matched the kidnapper's clothing and was tied to a tree. While in captivity, she was forced to take a new name and chose the name Esther. Mitchell planned to marry Elizabeth as his second wife, following the polygamous tradition of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Mitchell believed he was a prophet and brainwashed Elizabeth, making her believe that if she tried to escape, he would kill her family. Even more chilling, Mitchell and his wife often took Elizabeth out, even though she was covered by the robe and veil. Mitchell and his wife took Elizabeth to the Salt Lake City Public Library. There, a library patron noticed their distinctive clothing style. They were all wearing robes, and their faces were mostly covered by veils. The patron carefully observed Elizabeth's eyes and was persuaded to call the police. A police officer arrived at the library and questioned the three of them. However, Mitchell claimed that Elizabeth was his daughter. He explained that they couldn't remove their veils or clothing for religious reasons, convincing the officer. Meanwhile, Barzee signaled Elizabeth not to move, and she grabbed her leg under the table. A few years later, a couple found the three of them in Sandy, Utah, and called the police. And that's how she was rescued. Mitchell was sentenced to life in prison, and Barzee served 15 years before being released in 2018.